Hello, this is a quick video looking at top tips for application forms. So you may be unfamiliar with application forms and feeling a bit unsure about how to complete one. So hopefully this video will give you some useful tips on what you should and should not do when completing them. Before you even start writing, make sure to read the job description and person specification thoroughly, and just think about how your skills and experiences match up. Then read the application form carefully. Because every form is different, you need to be sure about what details to include and where. And make a note of any word or character limits you need to stick to, and check whether you can save your work as you go or if you'll have to upload all your information at the same time. It's also important to research the organization and take notes of the emission statement and values, as you may want to include that in your application forms. And one tip I would recommend everyone doing is keeping a copy of the job description, person specification, and the named contacts, as sometimes these aren't available after the closing date has passed, and you might need them at the interview stage. When filling out application forms, you will be asked to complete a personal statement. The personal statement is where you convince the employer that you're the best fit for the job. So just watch our quick video to remind yourself how to use the STAR technique, since this is the best way to approach a personal statement. It keeps you from waffling or being vague and ensures you have provided enough evidence of the skills and experiences required. To stand the best chance of success, take each point in the person specification and draft your response in a Word document using the STAR method. Making a draft in Word is really helpful because it allows you to check spellings and grammar, count your words, and keeps a copy of your answers. If there isn't a full person specification provided, check the requirements outlined on the job advert and make sure you address all the essential and desirable skills, providing evidence that you meet the criteria. So before sending off your application form, make sure you're using action verbs to really sell your skills. These are positive verbs that emphasize your contribution, like delivered, collaborated, achieved, designed, and improved. And also just ask a friend to read through your application form before sending it in, or pop into the Career Centre at the City campus, where a member of Beckett Careers team can give you some feedback. And if you want, even print off the form and read it over, because it's easier to spot mistakes on a printed page than online. And once you've done that, make sure you've attached any requested documents like a CV or certificate and press submit. And you should always get an email confirmation once it's been received. And there you go. Those are some useful tips that you might want to use when filling out an application form. Thank you.